Welcome to Hearts and Stripes, your one-stop shop for all things military marriage. I hope our discussions and interviews equip you with the tools to start or grow a beautiful marriage as we address the benefits and challenges of marriage. I believe life's most precious moments are worth celebrating, so I'll help you design your marriage blueprint in alignment with your core values. Thank you for joining us, and remember to rate, subscribe, and review. Let's do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hearts and Stripes. You have just joined the wrap up. So we have finished series 1, year 1 of Hearts and Stripes, and now we are going to take a look back at some fantastic moments that we have. I have the privilege of having a very special guest who will be my co-host for this entire portion of wrapping things up for Hearts and Stripes, and it is none other than Jennifer Brantley. So Jennifer, you may remember her from episode 23 of Hearts and Stripes. That's More Than a Missus. Go back and check that out. We'll be chatting with her and just going through her episode. Actually, that will be the first wrap up, but a little bit about Jennifer Brantley. She is an attorney by trade. She's an Air Force spouse. She is the founder of Find Me mobile app and the owner of More Than a Missus blog. I love everything that she has going on, and we are going to chat with her and catch up and find out what was going on since her interview with us. Let's just talk about your episode from being on Hearts and Stripes podcast. Thank you so much for doing that as I was navigating these podcast streets. The episode, what I loved about it, one, we talked a lot about just the blog More Than a Missus, what it really means. And I love how even in your intro, and we know Jennifer Brantley, attorney by trade. You know, she's a podcaster. She is doing the blog, this app. Look, I'm gonna need you to teach a masterclass on this app and getting all these things together. But I love how you continue to share the concept that you are not these roles.
Right.
You are an individual first. And I think that really spoke volumes to me for that podcast episode. But kind of what are your thoughts and how are you continuing to spread that message?
Right. So that is a huge thing for me, is the notion that we are more. And even though it's, more than a Mrs., it's applicable to everyone,
right.
Really, because people are so quick to put titles on you or to place you into a category or a box that makes sense they can look at you and decide who you are, and have no idea. So I, am still continuing in that vein. I still have the blog going where I, continue to post resources, ideas for how spouses in particular can step into their purpose, because that's a big thing for me, is walking into your purpose, whatever that may be and whatever it may look like. And another thing I like to emphasize, because I think when we talk about being more than, for some reason, we always equate that to not us, but equate it to being in a professional setting. Mm-hmm. So we think that you have to work, or have this huge role to be more than, but that's not true. You can be more than if your role is to be a homemaker. That is what you have chosen.
I so love that you said that. I so love
that's your thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think oftentimes we do get, when we think more than, it is tied to entrepreneurship or clocking in at this 9 to 5,
right.
As opposed to just saying my more is just me. I am. It's just me. And I love that concept, because again, it goes back to, if you want to be more than a Mrs., well, a Mrs. is a role and a title. So more than cannot also be a role and a title.
Yes.
You have to get you right first, or you will fail or fall short in all of those roles and titles. So no, that is so right. Good. So give us an update. What is new? I know we chatted a little bit about season 2. Share about the podcast and everything that you have going on in that space.
Right. So I am really excited about season 2 of the Discarded podcast. And I always have to, I don't remember if I did it in the previous episode or not, but I like to explain what the title of the podcast
Oh,
means.
yes. Please break it down, the different
So
ways that you can
the different
receive.
ways.
Yes.
So, it's discard it is how it's spelled, and it's all one word, but it has multiple meanings. So discard it, to discard something. So we talk about letting something go, whether it be a person, an aspect of your life, the old you, whatever that may be. But then there's also discarded. So that ends with a D, discarded, to
Right.
be cast aside, right? And so with season 1, what I really did was I interviewed a lot of, heavy hitters in their own rights, which does
Right.
not mean that they have a huge amount of Instagram followers necessarily, but people who have overcome something, discarded
Right.
something, left something behind to get to the next level in their life. I like to say, your life is a story. It's a book.
Absolutely.
It really is. And you're writing the chapters. So that's what we did with season 1. With season 2, the theme is unqualified, like you said. And we are talking about all the ways that people make us feel like we're unqualified, whether it be in romantic relationships, whether it be on the job, whether it be, which we kind of discussed, you have your podcast and you invite people to come on and you don't get
Yes,
responses,
ma'am.
that type of thing. So how do other people make you feel unqualified? And then how do you make yourself feel unqualified? So what are you internalizing? What, are you lacking in terms of confidence, maybe, that's causing you to make yourself feel like you're unqualified? Or the big thing that came up a lot in season 1, which is imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And how no matter
Imposter
what
syndrome.
level,
Yeah, it's real.
it's
On
so
all
real.
levels. That's good. Exactly. On all levels, you can feel the effects of imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you are covering this in season 2. It's only going to get better and better and better. And I'm excited about it. So, y'all, please go ahead and check out Discarded Podcast with our lovely guest, Jennifer Brantley. So, what else is new? I know you have been a mover and a shaker in actually what we talked about in the first time you were here on Hearts and Stripes that makes me circle back to talking about identity and being an individual first. And one of the things that I thought was a common thread with you, thinking of you as a person and in roles, as an attorney, as a developer of an app, I was like, you know what, the reason why I love Jennifer and I can rock with her is because in all of these different roles, a part of her identity, and I hope you receive this, is she is a champion and she is an advocate. In every role that you do, whether it is in law, whether it is with this app, Find Me Mobile, where you are bringing to the forefront these resources, these service-based businesses in different areas. You are a champion and an advocate in putting these tools in people's hands to enhance their life. And I think that is just at your core in your identity. So share a little bit more about Find Me Mobile and just just you. What is your identity? Do you receive that and see that within your own identity?
Oh, I receive it. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but I will receive.
Yeah.
I will receive it. I'm just sitting here listening to you, like, wow, that's actually true. That's true.
Yes. Yes.
So I think when we first spoke, Find Me Mobile had maybe just launched. So since the launch, we've had great reception. We've had overall maybe like 700 or so downloads with
Awesome.
a sticking point of about 500 static.
Mm-hmm.
So some members who, stay on and don't delete or re-add. So it's been really good in a matter of months, and that's in a pandemic. So I'm super grateful.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Even with the stop travel movement, where for a while we couldn't even PCS, and that's what the app is. It's kind of at its core, what it's for is to assist minorities as they PCS, because it's a bit difficult for us to find things that we need with every move. And
Absolutely.
it's more than just hair care, because I have, to be honest, I've gotten some pushback as well, which is to be expected, because just to be honest,
Don't let me be
Sometimes
that
people
friend again where I have to tap somebody on the shoulder. Y'all done push back on my girl app. Now hold up, guys. So this is let me interject really quick so you don't have to say it. So
Okay.
Find Me Mobile is an asset, I would say, to my personal life, because for all of my minorities and brown girls out there, if y'all have PCS anywhere, I am in Minot, North Dakota. Y'all, when I tell you there are 2 places I could maybe get my hair done, this app is for you. This app is for everyone who is in the position that I am in right now that is struggling because we are a minority. So to anyone who maybe feel resistance, like Jennifer, look, I'm going to tell you right now, you speak and you do for your people. Because like I said, we've already spoken and received that you are a champion and an advocate. And if it is for a specific population, that is okay. Because that's what you were purposed to do. If someone else would like to do something that is purposed for another group, that is fine. But I just wanted to come on the mic real quick and just share that it is okay to speak to a specific audience. That is actually a key tool that you learn when you are an entrepreneur and you are in business. You speak to your audience, you create for your people, and you improve based off of what your community is telling you. So to anyone who has something to say about Find Me Mobile, you might want to just find another app, and that is okay.
Ooh, thank you.
I'm just okay.
You said that. You put that so well.
I just had to. I told you, I'm the friend. I don't mind. I will tap somebody on the shoulder or slide in their DM, because y'all not going to talk about my friends who are doing great things. And I truly believe that there's some great value in the app. So share really quickly how we can add different businesses or resources that we have found helpful for ourselves onto the app.
Right. And that's really key, because that's how we grow and get more businesses in there. But it's super simple. We even have how-to videos in the app. So once you go in, immediately you see this screen that has different radio buttons. Click on how-to. It takes you to YouTube, shows you how. But it's literally a matter of, what is it? What do they call it? A hamburger menu.
Yes.
You click the hamburger menu, you click add a listing, and from there you just pick your category and plug info in. You can even copy, because this is what I did, to make it easier, is copy and paste from my laptop and just plug the information in. So it's super simple, literally takes a few minutes. And we even have a special section for military spouse and military member owned businesses, as well as veteran owned businesses. So you can input your own business if you are in that space of a minority, or even serving minorities, in a positive capacity.
And I love that. I think that was one of my favorite parts on the
look
app.
At you.
Look, I got the app up. I know y'all can't see us, but I do. I have the app up, and I love even the upgrades and things that you've done. You've added the button for the podcast. So, hey, if you were looking to listen to Jen, you could just go on the app and the podcast. Boom. Click it right there. It's super easy. The directory is simple to navigate. So there's a lot of value in this. I so appreciate that this is available to us, because let's think about it. Our more mature, seasoned spouses that are now in a retirement phase, they didn't have these things. They didn't have, they were going to the kitchen sink beauticians and praying, and praying that they didn't come out messed up. And now we have a whole platform for not only you to find and get connected with business owners before you get to your new duty station, but also you can position yourself on the app to be found. And what a great tool this is for B2B people. Come on, guys. If you have a business and you are looking to network with other minority businesses, especially with this current climate where people are trying to give a voice to other businesses or promote other businesses, why not look right in the app? It has a directory. Check out some of those businesses and see who you can collaborate with, just like we are collaborating on this episode, because at the end of the day, we are stronger together. So
yes. Amen.
Right. So Jen, any other updates that you have for us that is going on with you? Any ways that we can support?
Yeah, well, I think that's it in terms of projects. I have to remind myself, because as my husband says, I do too much sometimes.
Oh,
But
yours
those
says
are
that too?
he does.
Ooh.
Yes, ma'am. He puts me in check when I need it, and then I keep on doing my little projects because that's who I am. But in terms of new things, those are the main things: the podcast, the mobile app, ways to support, really just sharing the app, getting the word out there. I think, like you said, it's important that we all support each other. If you are an ally of minorities, so remember, the app is not exclusive. You're welcome to use it as well. And I think it's important, especially when it comes to, COVID-19 has kind of interfered with plans, but when it comes to, going out to eat with friends and you have minority friends and you want them to feel comfortable, you can use the app to find somewhere where it's been vetted, because all the listings are community vetted. So you can use it. You can use it for yourself, just to find somewhere that treats minorities, treats your friends right.
Absolutely.
So those are the biggest ways, just to share, rate the app in the Apple Store and the Android. What is it called? The Play Store.
Girl, I
don't
got
know.
I
I'm
got
team
I got an
Apple.
Apple. Yes. Apple did not pay for that small ad.
No, they didn't.
But they can cut the check to find me mobile app and Hearts and Stripes podcast. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
But yes, everybody, please do share the app. Connect with Jennifer Brantley on her social media platforms and make sure that you listen to her podcast, season 2 of the Discarded podcast. Have you signed up for Pillar Deployment Retreat? Well, if you haven't, this is your opportunity to grab your free ticket for the Pillar Deployment Retreat. It will be going on November 8th through the 10th. And this retreat is all about the deployment countdowns and ensuring that we can simplify this process for you. So join the phenomenal speakers. I will be one of them, joining this amazing lineup, because you know what? You may be out there feeling overwhelmed, lonely, and uninspired during this time. You may want to create a foundation and grow your relationship over the distance, or shore up your self-care to avoid burnout during the deployment countdown. This is the retreat for you. It is a free retreat. Let me say that again. It is free, and it is happening November 8th through the 10th. So be sure to go to pillardeploymentretreat.com. That's pillardeploymentretreat.com and get your free ticket today. Okay, everyone, you know what time it is. It is time to EYS, earn your stripes. And we're actually going to do something a little different for the wrap up. I want to do an EYS salute. So if you are one of our amazing listeners who have been rocking with us all season 1, I want you to go on social, do a post, and make sure you do hashtag EYS salute. EYS salute, so that we can recognize you, we can celebrate this completion of season 1 with you. And for those who want to go a little deeper when it comes to earning your stripes, I want you to head over to bcarolevents.com/work. That's bcarolevents.com/work, and make sure you are registered for the Work for Wealth webinar. You are not going to want to miss this. These are amazing tips that military spouses may be overlooking when it comes to mobile careers, so that you can find yourself, find fulfillment, and then you can grow wealth. Every military spouse needs to be here to hear this. So go ahead, EYS. Make sure all my veterans out there, you are hashtagging EYS salutes, and everyone is signing up for the Work for Wealth free webinar. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to rate, subscribe, and review. This is Hearts and Stripes. We are the few, the proud, that aim high and are forged by love. Always ready, always there. We are Mill Marriage Strong.